The following stories are inspired by documented paranormal encounters. Some locations and identities may have been changed to protect the people involved. These stories may be disturbing for younger audiences, and listener discretion is advised. This podcast is based on true events.
Hi, I'm Dalia, she, they.
Hi, I'm Brandon, he, him.
Hey, I'm B, she, they.
And this podcast is based on true events.
I said was.
We'll stop that.
I need that on a t-shirt.
I said was.
Either that or who said was.
Who said was? Who?
2 out of 3 times it's been me.
Who said was, and on the back, I said was.
I said
Yeah.
was. Twas me.
Yep.
All right, how you guys doing? It's the same day for us, but it's a different day for you guys. So really, listeners, how are you doing? I'll wait. I won't wait.
Is this Dora?
It's Dora for the ears.
Can you find the apple tree?
Good. B can't, because
No.
they can't imagine things in their head.
Hey, guess what color the apple is in my head right now?
Mine's got a face.
Brown and rotting.
Dickhead.
Mine's got a face and it's glistening. Anyway, B, what's your vibe check?
So anyways, I came out as gay to my husband.
I'm sorry?
Oh, shit.
Full on. Yeah.
Gay?
I'm gay. I'm lesbian.
You're a lesbian?
I'm lesbian with a husband.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Congrats.
This happened a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Where I finally kind of had the realization. And this motherfucker looked at me and he said, "Baby, I already knew that."
Oh, shit.
Oh. Wow.
So, I'm gay with a husband.
Fuck yeah, okay. All right.
That was the update I was telling you about
Well,
last
congratulations.
episode where I was like, oh, I remembered.
I would not have guessed that. Holy
Yep.
shit.
Yep. Scissor me Elmo. Sorry. If you're new here, you find out what's going to come out of my mouth at the same time that I find out what's going to come out of my mouth. The being gay thing is real, though.
I
believe that.
I guess I just have so many questions. Cause, like,
Ask away.
Because,
You
like,
want to wait till after recording or right now?
Oh, I don't care.
Okay.
so, like, does that... I guess... I don't know. I guess because I'm just uneducated, I guess.
He confused.
I'm confused.
So nothing is changing with mine and my husband's relationship.
Are you not attracted to him?
No,
anymore?
no, it's not that at all.
Okay.
It's this is something that we talk about a lot and with other people. So
Sure.
I know that he would be okay with me mentioning it.
Okay.
We have struggled with sexual incompatibility for
Okay.
a lot of our relationship.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's not that I'm not gonna turn him away. I mean, he's my husband. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only one.
Okay. I
Yeah.
can get with that. That's fine then.
Yeah.
Not that it wouldn't be fine either way. I didn't mean it like that, but like I was just curious. I don't know.
I don't know if I told y'all or not, but my boyfriend and I broke up a little bit ago.
Chris.
You did not.
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know if I was supposed
If
to.
this is your
No,
first
it's okay.
episode, B's also poly. So
Yeah. I got a husband and I got a partner in New Jersey.
How is Danny?
Danny is fantastic. They actually just interviewed for a new job that comes with a pay raise. So
that's
fingers
awesome.
crossed.
That's awesome. But if I don't do what I'm about to do, I'm gonna go crazy. Give me 1 second. Move your feet. Okay.
Did I fuck up the rug?
So what happened was, like, you're fine now, but I noticed it, and I was like, we're having a really serious conversation. I was looking at it, I was like, So B has her feet up on a stool that we have right now, right? It's a porcelain burger stool, really cool, right? Anyway,
Porcelain.
but we have a Pac-Man rug, which is kind of taped to the ground for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But the stool was on like the outside, and so when we put her feet on it, it moved into the rug and it bunched it up, and I was like,
So I just had to lift it slightly and put it back down on top of the rug so it wouldn't be doing that as much. I'm fine now.
Sometimes I wish we had a camera in here, like for during recording. You know,
Oh, yeah?
because
Just
some of
for,
the
like, for some
shenanigans,
blooper reels.
yeah.
Like,
And then slowly me like delving into the chair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
you have a time lapse of Dalia melting, basically.
Yes. Never posting the full video for the session, but just the random, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be funny.
Ghost Binkers does that, I believe. Cause
That'd be cool.
We have a podcast. I don't know if we call them podcast mutuals or whatever, but we are mutuals on Instagram. But the Ghost Binkers, they air more on like the skeptical side of ghost stories and things. Which like I can never blame somebody for being skeptical of ghosts. I can't, but I'm just not. But they're really funny. It's more of a comedy podcast. They're really funny. Where was I going with this? What started this?
Ghost Binkers.
What about them?
I was talking about video recording.
Oh yeah,
sessions.
yeah. Thank you. Sorry, I don't know why. I'm just gone.
You're
Left.
excited. All good.
But so they post like live clips of them doing the podcast. But there was one time I went to listen to them, I was like, oh, I could probably watch them on YouTube on my lunch. And even on YouTube, they only have like the audio stuff, and I'm like, huh. So I think that's what they do too. I'm pretty sure.
Man, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It'd be more editing for me though, so that probably wouldn't be a thing until
I could help out on that end. I can do video editing.
That's fair.
I've got a better grip on video editing than I do audio editing. Audio it'd take me a minute. Video I can do.
That's fair. I also just wouldn't want to put more on your plate, you specifically, especially with you having
Mother
a job
of three
and
and a job and
three people.
Basically a full-time job when you're not supposed to be working full-time.
And so like I never want to put too much on your plate if I can help it.
That's fair.
Yeah. And like that has nothing, like that's not to say I wouldn't trust you to do it. I fully would.
Yeah.
But I don't think that'd be fair to you.
To be completely transparent here, I went to school for that shit.
Oh, well, hell yeah.
I ain't never like offered to do anything. Because like my heart was never in the editing aspect of it.
Yeah.
But he knows he can ask me. At least I hope you know you can ask me.
I never think about it, but I know I can.
I have a PC right there. I can download some kind of editing software, whatever. I can help for sure. Okay. Have a whole degree in it. Do I like editing? No.
See,
But
I like
that's
editing
okay.
until something goes wrong. I like a lot of technology stuff until it goes wrong.
You have a degree in editing?
I have a degree in that was a late reaction. I have a degree in electronic media and broadcasting and communication studies as well.
That's really fucking cool. I didn't
Isn't
know
it?
that about you.
Yeah,
That's really awesome.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah, dude. Look at this educated baddie over here that you got. Oh my
it
god.
is really cool, yeah.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I graduated in spring 2020, so I never got to expand and like go into
A mood.
And I don't think I would want to work in the newsroom right now anyway. So.
That's fair. Yeah,
That's where you got to start. You got to start in like I wanted to be a let me try to speak. I am so sorry. I went into it and graduated wanting to become a producer.
Okay.
So I would start off ideally as a production assistant, which if you don't know about production and production assistants, they do all the work and get the little least amount of credit.
Yeah.
Like the director has his name on everything.
Yeah.
Producer's the one that made it happen. Typical for a woman to want to be the one to control everything and not get any of the credit, unfortunately.
Women are born leaders.
Yep. So, but yeah.
Yeah,
That's my degree.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
All that to say, basically, like, for what we have right now, or what I have going on right now, it's enough. Like, it's not too much to where I'd be like, I need someone to help me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because, like, the editing for the podcast, while it takes a bit of time, it's really not hard for what I do. Like, there's very minimal editing that goes into here, and I'm not listening through the entire thing over again. I make notes during recording for things that need to be done during the episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that helps a lot. I'm just proactive, you know, and then I do my streaming stuff. I upload that at certain times, you know, like, honestly, I could do more if I really put my mind to it. Right.
Right.
In which I love being creative. I love doing that stuff. I think if we ever were able to not have to do our jobs anymore, if we were ever able to make a living at it, I could be happy just like making videos, content, TikToks, this. I would be very happy with just doing that. And I'd be very good at it because like I have
practice.
fun doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Well, if you two decide that's something you want to do, you've got my consent. You ain't got to ask me.
Well, this podcast will be part of that. So.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that, but I'm saying if
This is your consent you're giving right now.
yeah, I'm giving.
Oh, I see.
Yes. If you two decide it, like, yes.
Yeah.
I see.
I have. You've yes.
I would have to try to not.
We would need
Whatever
need a
this
miracle
is.
to be able to do that though. That's like as of right now. But how vibe checks? How is everybody doing? Did we already do that? I don't think we did.
I'm not sure.
I asked B about it, and then it was an announcement. I remember.
Yeah, I came out as gay.
There it is. Yeah.
Vibe check from B. Gay as
Gay.
fuck.
Vibe check would be gay.
Yo.
We knew that. We been knew. Next.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just official now.
Cool. All right.
Hell yeah. I'm
Yeah.
happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's more like
Oh my god, wait. We both came out on our show. You came out as non-binary and I came out as gay. Oh my god, your turn. When are you coming out as trans, Brandon?
Oh man. I don't have a follow-up to that. That's just really funny.
Yeah, no, I'm starting to feel a little sus.
The silence was like, wait a minute.
Silence is
I mean, it's cool if you want to. Like, you know, I love you no matter what.
I know I would have a really good support system if I wanted to, and
You know, I love women, so.
yeah, like I'm well aware that I would be loved still. However, I don't really think too much about my gender all that, but like I'm comfortable being dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. I was just giving you a hard time.
Oh, I'm fine. That was funny as shit. Like, no,
that was hilarious.
No, yeah.
I will say, oh, sorry, do you mind?
Go for it, yeah.
Okay, so I will say, like, in previous relationship, Brandon knows this, one of my biggest qualms against the previous dudes that I was with is that I would ask a question, and it was always the same question. It was, would you still love me if I came out as trans or a man or whatever, if I, changed my gender? They would say no.
Damn.
Ain't love then.
And
in my
I would be
opinion.
like, what the
Right.
fuck? And they'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm not gay. And then, like, part of me, because, I was in the relationship, was like, I guess I understand it, but I always hated it. I hated it. I needed to be with someone as queer as me, I guess. I don't know. And I found that. So.
I think my thing is, like, because, like, I can kind of understand where they're coming from in a sense. But also, my philosophy is if you don't love this person regardless, you don't love this person.
Yeah, I love you for you, not for your shell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
But not everybody sees it that way,
Yeah.
and I hate that.
no, yeah, I wish that was more often. It's kind of like we have a prime example here. B is lesbian, still loves your husband.
Oh yeah,
Like,
that's my husband is
Exactly.
my life mate.
Right.
He's I could not imagine a day in my life without him.
Right.
He is my best friend. He is my soulmate. He is.
But like
Oh,
that's a
yeah.
good example.
We're
You know what I mean?
doing life together.
Yeah, that's a good example though. It's like even though we may not be compatible in one way, I still love you and want to be with you the rest of that, like that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
and I just wish more people saw it like that. I guess
Yeah.
because
This is the man that I want to raise my children with. That he supports me, and I want to support him. And yeah,
That's
He's
the
a good
most
man.
important thing.
no, Dalia being like a girl or whatever wasn't a deciding factor for me falling in love with her. It was this connection.
Tits. Sorry.
And ass.
I do like tits and ass.
And
I'm
ass.
gonna say it's a
Dalia
nice.
got a fatty back there.
That's a bonus.
God damn, but don't honky tonk.
That's a
but
bonus.
honky tonk.
I like a good cuteness.
Oh yeah.
And like, no, yeah, it was a connection though. That was like the main thing. You know what I mean? But let's get to an actual vibe check. Are you just sticking with gay for yours, or do you?
Yeah, instead of me just sitting here objectifying your wife, my bad.
No, you're good.
What else is new?
I'm gay.
That was good.
Dolly, what about you?
I'm burning the fuck up right now.
Oh my god, I'm going crazy.
Hot too.
So I meant to say vibe check, but instead I almost said, Dahlia, how are you? Cuck chair? And I was like, what the fuck?
That's for me. I get the cuck chair.
I was gonna say,
No,
Actually, I'll just sit on the hamburger.
I know where it came from, because I was about to say, because you were talking about objectifying my wife, and I was about to say, man, I feel like the one in the cuck chair. And that's what almost came out. But no, Dalia, vibe check. How are you doing today?
hot. No,
Yeah, you
like,
are.
physic-
honey baby. Yeah.
no, like I'm burning the fuck up. Like I'm like putting my hand here because like the AC's blowing out. And I'm like, oh yes, but the rest of me, I'm burning the fuck up, and I don't know why.
Burning up for you, baby.
I'm not wearing. I'm literally have no sleeves. I'm basically wearing shorts because I got these rolled up.
Mhm.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm burning up. I don't feel comfortable at all. I
mean,
feel
that's
kind of
fine for
itchy. Actually.
It's fine for us. You keep wearing less and less clothes, so it's all right.
Honey.
Right. Let's keep it going.
This is the theme of today's episode, I suppose.
I need you to cut that in half and make the top a halter top.
Yeah.
So that we can get some midsection.
Some belly.
I
do
love
lo-
me a good,
I have a lot
good
of crop
soft
tops.
belly.
Yeah.
Oh, my
I love
God.
belly. I love tummy.
Love a soft belly. Give me it. Get your hands off my stomach. No, it's mine.
Yeah, you fucking get it. Yeah,
It's mine.
your ring just stabbed the shit out of me. Sorry, we fist bumped, and as it was happening, I saw the glint of B's ring, and like, oh no!
Yep,
and now I
sorry.
got some skin taken off of me, so it's
my
okay.
bad.
Oh, I'm bleeding. No, I'm straight up bleeding.
I'm sorry.
I'm fine. I'm okay.
And that describes mine and Brandon's friendship.
Yeah, there it is.
What does that mean?
I'm doing fine, by the way. My vibe check is I'm doing all right. I can understand where you're coming with the heat a little bit. My hands are a little hot,
Yeah,
but otherwise, I
sweaty.
feel decently content because the AC did kick on. Maybe that'll help. I know it will
Yeah.
because the door is closed. This will cycle through. It's just because it was off for so long. I think.
And there's a draft, like it's not
Yeah.
completely sealed up here, unfortunately, and it's not bad out though. It's just warm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's
only
81 degrees.
That's not bad.
Yeah. It has been worse this summer already.
Yes.
Okay, are you guys ready for my my story today? I don't have two. I have one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so, how we all like museums, don't we?
Yeah.
What's your favorite museum you guys have ever been to?
That's a good question.
You know,
I'm thinking.
I'm going off script, but it does work.
I'm a really big fan of the Wright Pat Air Force Base Museum.
Really? Okay.
That's one that I go to often.
Okay.
The Cincinnati Museum is really nice too.
Mhm.
The one in the train station.
Oh, I know my answer. Never mind.
But probably the Wright Pat Museum, just because that's one that I visit most often.
Yeah. Okay.
I think my favorite is gonna be pretty basic. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay.
There
Sure.
you go.
Sure.
Love that shit. One day I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent for a second.
Very good.
I was in a miserable living situation and a kind of miserable job. Not terrible, but kind of miserable. I got off work on a Friday and said, I need to get out of here. And I just drove, didn't know where I was going. About halfway up to Cleveland, I stopped at a gas station, booked a hotel, and then woke up from the hotel the next morning, booked my tickets for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was great. I just
Hell
walked
yeah.
around Cleveland and went to the hall all by myself.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It was fucking phenomenal. It was like,
Love a good spontaneous trip.
yeah, I
You
don't know if I
just
could do it
gotta go.
nowadays, but back then, it was freeing. I met some cool people. Like
Yeah.
I got invited to like this kick-ass party that I couldn't go to because it was taking place the next day and I was leaving that day.
Yeah.
And it was going to be like, they're all going to get drunk and stuff. And I was like, well, I got to drive home. So,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
yeah.
My favorite museum. I know you guys didn't ask, but my favorite museum.
What's your favorite museum, Brandon?
No, it's okay.
There you go. I asked.
Let's see. I don't know. I really love like small little bullshit museums, like small
Like the
ones.
Sign Museum?
Yeah, like the Spine Museum. Spine?
I love that
The
shit.
Sign Museum is cool. I've never been there, so I can't have that be my favorite. I just think Mothman Museum is what I'm thinking of. I like the Mothman. I really love the Flatwoods Monster Museum. Like, just they're small and personal, and you can really just feel some of the history on them, or like, because I know in the Mothman Museum they have like a quilt that was made and shit, and it's really nice. And you just feel the energy people have gone through. But I think smaller little museums, little personal ones, a lot of them are in like old houses. I think those are the coolest. I love a good museum. it doesn't even really need to be, like, it doesn't really matter to me what it's about, whether it's a big art museum in the middle of a city or an old house in a small town dedicated to someone's life. I always love the feeling of looking at objects and pictures with a lot of history. Today's account is a reminder that the history within these museums may be a lot closer to us than we ever think. Yes.
We forgot one.
What?
Loveland Castle.
Loveland Castle, that is a museum. That's such a good one, too.
It is.
I love, you know what? That may be one of my favorites, too.
Yep. I love
For the
that.
sword room alone.
Yeah.
That was cool as hell.
But as for today's story, as told by the show Paranormal Night Shift, I give you The Doctor's House.
Nope.
Middleburg, New York, 2015. Bobby Ryan lands her ideal job as the director of a small museum dedicated to the collection of Dr. Christopher Best. The museum is actually run out of Dr. Best's original home that he used to use as his medical office from 1884 to 1991 and contains generations of Doctor's memorabilia showcasing the quickly changing era of the time. Bobby actually feels a very unique connection to the house and has a true love for it. Her grandma actually worked at the house for many years and was actually delivered by Christopher Best. And many of her children were delivered by Dr. Best's son, Duncan. As a museum's director, Bobby worked all hours of the day, but the evening shifts usually had her there from around 4 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Shit.
Bobby says that as much as she loved the house, she still couldn't help but feel like the 1800s home was a little creepy, especially after the sun went down. She says the light switches were almost always on the exact opposite of wherever you entered or exited a room. So no matter if you were entering or leaving, you were always doing so in the dark. When Bobby had first started working at the museum, there were no rumors of ghosts, no whispers of the paranormal. It was just an old doctor's house. And at that time, Bobby says that she considered herself a true non-believer. Though, she did think it was weird just how many flashlights had just died on her while in the dark of the house, no matter how many new batteries she put in them. On her night shifts, one of Bobby's duties was to photograph and catalog the items that they had in the museum. For the first couple nights, everything went fine. But Bobby soon reported that the atmosphere in the parlor where she would take the photos seemed to change. One night, she claimed to feel something like a breeze, very slight, as if someone just walked past her into the room. She also said that she could smell something that she swore hadn't been there before, a faint hint of violet, almost like a perfume scent. Bobby turns, and out of the corner of her eye, she claims to see something move very quickly, and although it was distinct enough to have form to it, by the time she tried to focus on it, whatever it was had just vanished. She tried to push the moment out of her mind and go about her night like normal. A coworker also happened to be there with her that night to help set up for an upcoming public talk that they had. As the women are setting up chairs and talking enthusiastically about the upcoming event, they suddenly start to hear the sound of footsteps coming from above their heads. After confirming with her coworker that nobody else should be in the building, Bobby goes up to check it out. With the footsteps sounding clear as day, it wasn't hard for Bobby to follow them to their origin, behind a door whose room was actually closed to the public. Bobby says that as she opened the door, the footsteps just stopped. As she entered the room, she said that she felt a heaviness that wasn't present in the other areas of the house. While nobody seemed to be there, she still looks around to see if she can understand any reason why those walking noises would have occurred. She makes her way around the room, checking every nook and cranny. She says that she could feel like there were eyes on her, like she was being watched. At the foot of the bed in the room lay an old trunk. Whether it was for the sake of being thorough in searching the room, or whether she just felt compelled by an unknown feeling, we don't know. But Bobby decides to open it. Inside the trunk, she finds an assortment of old clothes. Amongst those clothes, she is particularly drawn to a small set of dress clothes, like something a young boy would wear to church on Sunday. As she gingerly picked these clothes up to examine them, Bobby said that the heaviness in the room started to bear down on her even more. She could feel a sorrow within her and wondered if she had somehow crossed a line of some sort. As she laid the suit down on the bed, something drew her attention to the corner of the room. And in that corner, Bobby says for a split second, she saw a young boy crouched down, glaring at her. The moment she was able to focus on it, the apparition was gone. Bobby hurriedly rushed out of the room and back downstairs, shaken by the experience. Being the museum director, Bobby knew well enough to know exactly who this apparition was. Young James was the firstborn son of Dr. Best and had died in the house after a 2-week battle with undulating fever, which is a fever that comes in a wave-like pattern and is caused by bacteria in unpasteurized dairy or in other infected animals. The room that Bobby had tracked the sounds of the footsteps to had once been James's room. Had the suit that she handled from the trunk been the same one in which James was laid out in before his burial? It took a moment for Bobby to reset herself, but once she was able to catch her breath, she returned to her work for the night, telling her co-workers that they must have just been hearing things. Co-worker, rather, just one. Bobby tries to distract herself by cataloging some more items that were for the museum's collection. One of these items seemed to be an old-fashioned bottle of perfume. Well, Bobby couldn't resist. Even after all that had already happened that night, Bobby pops off the cork of the perfume bottle to take a quick whiff. The smell causes her to pause for a moment. A light violet-y smell. The same scent that she remembers getting a hint of earlier that night. Bobby recorks the bottle, but now her and her coworker can't help but notice that the smell was everywhere all of a sudden. And not like a hint of it in the air like earlier. She describes it as if someone was constantly spraying the perfume right in your walking path. The smell hadn't even been that strong when she had opened the bottle earlier. And as she and her coworker were trying to figure out what was causing the intense smell of the perfume, a small noise stopped them both in their tracks. A faint sound of piano keys. There was, in fact, a piano in the house too. It once belonged to the doctor's daughter, Emma, and was used by her to teach lessons. The problem was, Bobby and her coworker were in the same room as the piano, and nobody was anywhere near it. This, the women decided, was enough for them. They were creeped out and decided to lock up and call it a night. As Bobby went around turning off lights and closing up for the night, her coworker got the fuck out of there, leaving her alone in the house. As Bobby is finishing up, a number of things start to happen. The scent of perfume returns to the air around Bobby, almost as if it was washing over her. The Victrola turns on by itself and starts to play an old-time melody. You guys know what a Victrola is?
Nope.
It's kind of like... think of it as like a record player.
Okay.
Singular on like its own stand, right?
Okay.
Kind of like that. I'll have a picture of it at the end.
Okay. Gotcha.
More keys on the piano started to play by themselves. Bobby shakily approaches the Victrola. She can't just leave it running all night. She'd have to turn it off. But before she can reach it, she watches as the record player raises up about 6 inches off the ground, all by itself. The player hovers there for a moment before firmly placing itself back on the ground. It felt very purposeful. After the Victrola hit the floor, the music had stopped, and Bobby immediately left the house for the night. Since the initial encounter, many others have also experienced paranormal activity in the house, and the museum actively seems to embrace this side of itself and advertises itself as a haunted location now. Many people have even captured apparitions and photographs at the location. Since the event of her encounter, Bobby has resigned as the director of the museum, but continues to help with activities, as long as they take place during the day.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the light switch being across the room like that.
Yeah, that's
I'd imagine
wild,
so.
right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
It was a really interesting story.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it like necessarily way too scary.
No,
like,
but very interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Speaking of houses built in the 1800s,
Yeah,
we're
for
sitting
real.
in one right now.
Yeah, ours was like 1890, I'm pretty sure.
1897.
Yeah, 1897.
So almost the 1900s, but
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know when my house was built, but it's old as fuck. I think my house was built in like 1912.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Old houses, right?
Yep.
Love
Not as old
old
as
houses.
yours, but old.
Thankfully, this one doesn't seem to be haunted, and if it is, they leave us alone. Nothing has
It
happened.
was like a I don't know what they call it, boarding house.
It was a boarding house, yeah,
for the Christian college.
down the road, or
Yeah.
what used to be the Christian
Yeah.
college down the road. Yeah.
Interesting.
You
So-
think that would make it more haunted, but
No, for real.
Call like my Jesus painting that's in my basement that I refuse to touch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that just
Exactly
the
like
intuition.
that.
I'm not going to touch that is enough for me to be like, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, are we ready for some pictures, or you guys have questions?
Yes.
Okay. So, this first one is just of the museum director, Bobby, how she appeared in the episode.
A face to the name. Thank you.
Face to the name, yep.
I read that as Booby.
Bobby was my grandma's name.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
This next one is a picture of the outside of the Dr. Best Museum. I would really like to visit it one day if I get the chance. It's a really nice looking place, you know.
Cute little colonial home.
Next up, we have a picture of Dr. Best himself that I am sending right now. So this is of the doctor that owned the house originally.
Okay, and this is the doctor that was practicing from, what was it, 1884 to 1991?
Yes, something
Okay.
right. I think it's 87 maybe. It might have been 84.
Something like that, and then...
In the
So
80s.
bro was
This
almost
guy's
100 years
son-
old.
Huh?
No.
81 to 94. That's
No, 91.
still 81 to 91 is like 90 years old.
Let me get back in.
He
Let me get back
practiced for
in this
90
real quick.
years?
Hold on, wait, real quick. Let me, because like,
Oh, maybe
18
I'm thinking...
No. It was used as a medical office from 84 to 91.
That's
From
what I.
those-
That's
okay.
that's what I thought.
Got
you
it,
said.
got
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
1884 to
I misunderstood.
1991. That's why it was.
Because there was generations of doctors.
Thank you
Yeah.
for doing that quick math, because I was full on ready to be like, that was all him.
Yeah. No, because his son was also a doctor.
Yep.
One of his sons was a doctor. I think it's so interesting. Imagine growing up and like your family has this connection to this place and you get to like work there. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Like her grandma worked there. She was delivered by Dr. Best. Some of her kids were delivered by his son, you know.
Do you think any of them grew up and was like, I want to be an artist? 'Cause-
an artist?
instead of a doctor?
Probably.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know, maybe.
It's like,
from what
I don't want to do this.
I don't know how many kids he had total, but we know of 3. We know Duncan was a doctor. We know Emma was the one who played the piano and she gave lessons from it. And we know young James, who I am sending a picture of right now, actually, is the one that passed away from
Oh, the little boy.
yeah, from the illness. But this is a picture of him. So this is who she would have seen glaring at her from a corner in that room.
He's got some pointy ears, bro.
A little bit, yeah.
My youngest brother, he has pointy ears.
Yeah.
We call him his elf ears.
I
He's
wish I
had them
had elf
since
ears.
birth.
Yeah.
He's 19, still has pointy ears. You can point him out in a crowd just by looking for his ears.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And so to go with this picture of James, I also have, if it'll let me send it.
While you're looking,
Hold
his dad's birthday is on Christmas Day.
Okay.
So we call him our Christmas baby or our elf baby.
Oh,
His birthday is in the beginning of January, or the middle of January.
that's so cute.
He's our little elf
though.
baby.
Okay, here we go. I had to screenshot it and then send it this way because it was just saying error when I tried to say it. But so to go with that picture of James, we have this picture here of that room that she was in, and as you can see, his clothes that Sunday best is still there on the bed.
Oh, wow.
So this was a room that she was in that they heard the footsteps coming from, like through the ceiling, and also where she saw the apparition of James. Right.
Wow.
So we have that. We have a lot of pictures today of this because it's like, you know,
It's a museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a museum.
That's awesome.
Speaking of, next up, we have a picture of the piano that played by
Hell
itself.
yeah.
And apparently just does that from time to time. So this is the piano. It's the actual piano that Emma Best would give lessons from when she was alive. There's
It
that.
looks like a newer piano.
It does, doesn't it? It looks really well maintained.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can definitely see like the style of it. It's like older, but it's definitely really well maintained.
Yeah, definitely.
This next one, this is a Victrola. This is the same Victrola that they have still there to this day at the museum that you can see when you visit. So this is what it is. It's basically a record player on its own thing.
Okay, I know what that is. I couldn't put the name to it. Gotcha.
Fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. And then we have one more picture for you guys, and I think you're really going to like this one. I mentioned earlier that people get ghost photos a lot in this place.
Mm-hmm.
Like that just happens. This is a picture that she showed this one specifically in this episode, and I believe she said she took it herself. But this is a picture that, oh man, I'm going to have to screenshot it and do the thing again. Okay, give me 1 second. But this will be a picture of a ghost photo that she took. So I'll send it first, and then you guys can tell us what you're looking at, right? I just sent it.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Very obvious, right? Right off the gate, you'd like, okay, I know what that's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know? Who wants to describe it for the audience for us? What you're seeing right now?
So it is a room, black and white photo.
If you look at the bottom right corner, that it looks like that maybe the piano almost.
Yeah, and you see like a apparition. It's white, but like transparent, like apparitions are, and
almost looks like a fog.
It looks like a figure, but it looks like she might be wearing like a hat.
Or if you zoom in, you can kind of see what looks to be like straps of a dress too. If
you look at the bottom, it looks like a dress as well.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm seeing. Like looking at this, I'm seeing features, and it is very person shaped.
Yes.
Well, it looks like fog in the shape of a person, and also you can see details of like a dress almost on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah. So that is the apparition that they showed a picture of that I believe Bobby caught. That's what they showed in the show, and I think that's all I have for you today on this one.
Hell yeah, that was really awesome.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right, well, Doll, what do you got for us today?
So for this next allegedly true encounter, we are just gonna dive right in. I don't have any kind of intro set up for it or anything like that.
Sure.
I've titled this one because the title that OP had was very, very long.
Sure. Okay.
So it's called Muddy Footprints.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's why I renamed it. I don't remember at this point.
Okay.
Anyway, so this was written by Sanjub Hat on the website yourghoststories.com, of course. The date it was posted was June 23rd, 2026, so this was a fairly recent post.
Yeah. Wow. Like last month.
The country of origin is India, and the paranormal category is apparitions, voices, and touches. So let's get into it. My nose itches. Okay. We had purchased the flat in 2014 in Nuvam Majorda, a quaint village in South Goa. And keep in mind, this is in India, so you're not going to recognize these places unless you're familiar with India as a country. Right. It was around 4 kilometers from Majorda Beach, very quiet and peaceful, just the way my wife and I preferred it. Even though I loved our flat, I always felt something was off in the building as a whole. Didn't get the right kind of vibes. This was proven true when I had a serious health issue suddenly out of the blue when we stayed there for the very first time. Then again in 2021, I suffered an acute injury in my left knee. No fall, nothing. And again in 2022, my wife fell ill during our visit. After that incident, she didn't stay there one single night until we finally sold off the place last year. So this would have been literally last year they sold the place, 2025. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, that's crazy to think about.
Yeah. Another thing worth mentioning is that all the owners like us are non-Goans. So they're I guess foreigners to South Goa, okay? Mostly like metros like Mumbai, Delhi, etc. That's usually where they're from, is what he's saying. You could only see people in the 30 apartment complex in November and December when people came to celebrate their Christmas vacations. For the rest of the year, the place was deserted and had an eerie vibe to it. After 10 years, we finally decided to sell it off. For that, I decided to get some refurbishment work done so that I could command a better price. Makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
My friend Godfrey, who stays nearby, was a godsend and helped me a lot with this. And with his help, I managed to get the work done while sitting in my home in Pune. God bless you, Godfrey. After the work was completed, we contacted some brokers to help us find prospective buyers. For this purpose, I decided to go and stay in my flat for a month. Wifey Dearest flatly refused to come there and stay. How right she was. I came to know later on, never underestimate a woman's sixth sense. I reached there sometime in July 2025 with a plan to stay there for around a month, show it to prospective buyers, finalize the sale, and set things in motion before heading back to home. The first few days passed smoothly with me being busy with the broker until evening. Then going out for a jog on the beach in the evening and finally ending with the day with Godfrey and his family with a session of gossip along with a few glasses excuse me.
A few glasses of yeah.
Excuse me. Of Kaju Fini. I love Goa during monsoons. The cool breeze and peaceful, non-touristy ambiance is really alluring. I have to tell you this. July being an off-season period, the whole complex was empty. It felt strange living in an empty place all by myself, but I was slowly getting used to it. However, one night, something strange happened. It was around 11:30 p.m., raining heavily outside, and there was a power cut to add to my woes. I was about to call it a day when I heard a knock on my door. Strange as it seemed, holding a candle in my hand, I cautiously opened the door. There was absolutely no one, only the long, dark corridor. Unnerved, I quickly shut the door, saying a quiet prayer, jumped into bed. I didn't sleep, well, all night that night. And to my surprise, when I opened the door, I found a neat set of muddy footprints coming from the lobby area outside, stopping right outside my doorstep. It was as if I had a visitor that night. But who? I was shit scared and immediately told Godfrey about it. He told me to ignore it. Someone in the vicinity might have played a prank on me seeing that I was alone. As improbable as it might have sounded, I let my mind accept it and decided to move on. However, it was always at the back of my mind that the footprints only led up to my flat. There weren't any going back. That seemed strange. The next night, once again, the same sequence of events repeated, and exactly at 11:30 p.m. came the knock. A bit harder this time. Being more prepared than the previous day and armed with a stick, I opened the door and charged outside. Once again, I was greeted by the dark, damp corridor with no one outside. And then the air suddenly grew cold, and a feeling of depression and despondency suddenly took over me as I looked directly down the hallway. What I saw terrifies me till this day, as if this wasn't a year ago. Standing in the shadows near the emergency exit was a tall, translucent silhouette. It wore the tattered clothes of a construction worker. My blood ran cold as the figure slowly moved. Two glowing, blood-red eyes pierced through the darkness, looking directly at me as it slowly began to glide forward, floating inches above the door. Panic seized me, and my mouth flew open in a silent scream of absolute terror. Backing up wildly, my hand scrambled frantically behind me to find the door handle. My eyes wide and glued to the vengeful spirit moving slowly towards me. As the utter confusion prevailed, I somehow couldn't get the door open, and as I kept trying, I felt an icy hand on my neck. My blood ran cold, and a chill ran down my spine. What do I do now, is all I could think. Then, with a sudden burst of energy, I uttered, "Deva tu pavre," which translates to, "O Lord, please save me," and turned the knob once again. Fortunately, this time the door opened and I rushed inside, slamming the door behind me. Once inside, I started to feel better. The temperature started getting warmer, and I soon regained my composure. I huddled in one corner of my bedroom and laid there until sunrise. Fortunately, nothing else happened after that. Undoubtedly the scariest night of my life. Come morning, and the first thing I did was pack my bags and move out of the flat and check into a hotel nearby. After staying there for a day, I returned home safe and sound. Now that I think of it, the spirit couldn't enter my apartment somehow. Godfrey had performed a cleansing ritual in the house after the refurbishment work was completed. This was perhaps what saved me that night. After that, I did not waste time. We finalized the sale, and even though I couldn't get the price I wanted, I went ahead and completed the transaction quickly. Oh, sorry, it skipped. Later on, I came to know that during construction, a laborer had died there in an accident. The matter was hushed, and some say that the place had been haunted since then. However, what surprises me is why didn't we face this situation before? Why now? As for the new owner, who is a Goan, I subtly, I'm really bad at that word, subtly. The B really throws me off.
Yeah.
Put in a word, asking him to do a cleansing ritual of the whole place. Surprisingly, he agreed without asking too many questions. As to whether he actually did it, I am not aware.
Wow.
Yeah, that's real quick. Because my only note, I think you may have missed. You said it was floating inches above the door. Did you mean above the floor?
That's what he wrote. I don't think his first language is English.
That's fair. Okay.
So yes, I believe it was floor.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what he wrote. And I didn't want to make assumptions and edit what he wrote because I mean, I'm sure that's what he meant. But, you know.
No, I can't blame him for not wanting to stay there after that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, gone.
Construction worker, because now I'm curious about that construction worker.
Yeah.
It was like, it almost feels, because muddy footprints, it led up to the door of the apartment, of the flat, right? Could that have been like just an echo of like maybe, or like a remnant or something of like this construction worker who passed away is coming home or whatever? And they were living there before this, you said, right? And they never got anything like this? It was just...
Correct.
That's so weird then.
It
Why
was
is
always like,
now?
they had stuff happen. That's why the wife wouldn't come back.
Sure.
But nothing to this extent.
Okay.
What was it that happened?
Yeah, what kind of stuff? Maybe I'm
Let me look
that.
up here. I can't remember. Like I said, I'm pretty tired. Let's see. Bad vibes. The building was off. Oh, the health issues. So there was a health issue, and then again there was another health issue, and then again the wife had a health issue where she fell ill, and so she was like, "I'm not going back." So there was just a lot of illness.
Which, yeah, that is still like not unheard of in the paranormal field is unexplained illnesses and stuff.
Yeah, he had an injury to his left knee and didn't fall or anything. He just had an injury.
It's so
Injury.
Yeah, injury.
That's so interesting to think about, like why this would be happening, and it does feel like it was like almost trying to get them out to a sense, and maybe it was just one last get out, like I'm showing you myself kind of thing, you know? I don't know. There's a couple ways that can be interpreted, because it could also be like, what if this is what the construction worker went through? You know what I mean? It could be a couple different things, but that's really, really interesting.
And it felt like malice.
Yeah.
I guess, like the icy fingers. Like I don't think a construction worker
so
would.
Maybe it is leaning more towards get out of my house kind of thing, you know?
Or something's taking on the form of a construction worker.
True.
Because they know people know the scary story. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So it could be a negative entity, especially with the icy fingers and the look of like malice that it was showing. So are you ready for pictures?
I am ready for pictures, actually.
So,
yes.
Let me find it here. For the first photo, I have a map of Goa.
Okay.
Though you can't see the exact village, you can see where the Majorda Beach is located, which the Majorda Beach, if you remember, is the beach that this is near. And they're sort of like apartments or whatchamacallits. They kept calling it flats. Okay.
that's
So
a British way to say apartments too.
Yeah. So the Majorda Beach right there is circled.
Okay.
And then that's Central South Goa beach map. So
Okay.
it's, you don't really like know, you've not been there. Like, yeah, that's a beach. That's a map.
Right. Yeah. A
But
walk along the beach every night does sound nice, I will say.
Yes.
So real
For the next photos, though, I did some research. I found a complex called the Ramcons Residency Majorda in Nuvim, South Goa, and this could very well be the complex where OP's flat was based on its location. Because remember, they gave that message of like the 4 kilometers from Majorda Beach.
Yeah.
So I can't confirm it, but I went on Property Walla and got these pictures. And fun fact, they describe these flats as the finest luxury development.
Oh, yeah?
They sure do. So let me pull it up here. First photo I'm going to tell it's another map, okay?
Okay.
But it's got like where you can find it. And then I'm going to show you some exterior photos.
I mean, OP did say that those flats were mostly used as like
Holiday
vacation spots.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So it checks out
it would make sense. That would be wealthy apartments.
Yeah.
exterior.
Those are pretty.
Mm-hmm.
They are. And then here's a view from one of the balconies with that middle like area filled with water. And I guess yeah. There
really
were
pretty.
floor plans as well, but they didn't really, they were like generated. They weren't actual photos.
Oh, wow. Hmm.
By generated, I don't know. I don't really mean AI. I just mean like 3D models.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That does make sense for a floor plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'll see what I can do about getting these all in like kind of one photo to show
I can
them
also
off.
give you the link if you want to.
These are fine. I don't
Okay.
need to.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll be able to do what I can do with these. I'll get them all in one photo so our lovely audience can see the area we're talking about.
I think it's kind of backroomsy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Having nobody in the pictures doesn't help with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is one person in the first picture. It's the guard. Let's see. Okay. No, but the one with the water specifically, you're right. It does look very backroomsy, especially with like the green railing. I really like the tile work in this last one. But yeah, even that looks weird because it looks like you got like a palm tree growing up through the tiles, but the tiles are all like perfect
Yep.
around it.
Mm-hmm. That's for me. That's the photo that was giving backrooms for me.
Yeah, they're neat looking.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, a little backroomsy. I see what you mean. This I can visualize the story better seeing these. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Good story. Good story.
Nice.
B. It's your turn.
It is my turn.
As I see you frantically scrolling through your notes and stuff.
No, not frantic. It's more
No.
more so because I was double checking my trigger warnings.
I'm joking. Yeah. Are there for the second episode in a row? Does the happy story have trigger warnings?
the same trigger warnings.
The same
Oh my
trigger
god.
Motivational stories. So this is not a subreddit that I would typically find myself in, actually. I grabbed this story from r/AskMenOver30.
Oh yeah.
shit.
Why would you want to be there? Like honestly,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
what do they got to say?
So someone had posed a question, not a question, rather. But someone originally said, I want to hear success stories of those who went through hell in extremely tough situations and overcame them.
Okay.
And the comment that I'm going to read was posted a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of recent ones this time.
Yeah.
Not by me specifically, but you guys.
Yeah. Before I get in, I do want to give that trigger warning for suicidal ideations.
Yes, I have that written down. I'll make sure to add that in.
And then there is also talk of medical issues as well.
Okay. Medical issues aren't necessarily a trigger warning, but thank you for bringing that up. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm supposed to
For
be
the
the
happy.
happy, you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah,
There's-
this is crazy, B.
Yes, I know.
Two
but
episodes in a row is insane.
But it's because it's
all right, I believe you.
all five of them are like this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The last one was good, so I'm trusting you.
Yes.
All right, let's do this.
All right. I had a pretty perfect setup going into 2020 with a wife, a house, stable job, a 2-year-old, and a second baby due summer 2020. Then the pandemic hit, and my wife and I both lost our jobs. She was unemployed for 6 months, and I was unemployed for 10 months. We lost all of our 401ks and life savings, which admittedly wasn't a lot. Then we had to start taking out loans to keep up with things, mostly medical costs for the pregnancy/delivery. To add to all of our issues, my mother-in-law was diagnosed with ALS, meaning we started to take on a lot of intense medical care needs and costs for her until she passed in 2022. Around this time, my own family, parents and siblings, more or less imploded into interpersonal drama, and I cut ties with them entirely, ending years of conflict with them. Unemployment in my area was over 30% during this entire period of time, leading to an intense feeling of being trapped, which is apparently a major trigger for me. I didn't realize it until someone really sat me down and got me to go, but I needed therapy, badly. I was depressed and fighting suicidal urges daily. I vividly recall being up at night with my newborn, crying endlessly at my shortcomings and perceived failures. I will never forget the first call with a therapist. They just asked me how I was doing, and the floodgates opened uncontrollably. I was diagnosed with depression and PTSD a few months later, my PTSD stemming from experiences in the Navy where I was emotionally abused for 2 years by the commander I had. Fast forward a couple of years. I still do therapy on a monthly basis. I have a VA disability rating, which was enormously helpful. My wife and I are both working again, and while we're still paying off 2020 debts, we are starting to save again and get back on top of our finances. There were many nights in 2020 that I was truly ready to go. I didn't realize how my past experiences and current experiences were stacking up against me and driving me to a place that I couldn't control my mind. The path to suicide isn't rational. There isn't an exit ramp that you can just casually jump on and restore your sanity. It just feels like a slide that gets steeper and darker the longer you're on it. If you're feeling like you're in hell, if you're feeling these feelings, it's 100% okay and normal. There's so much help out there for people feeling that way. As guys, we just generally suck at going out and getting it. Find a champion to assist with this. My wife saved my life in this regard. Or find a friend that will help you make the first steps if you're struggling. I'm confident enough to share this, but I wouldn't have been back then. Guys are weird like that. Don't worry about having the tough guy aesthetics and realize you're not alone. Please get help if you need it. It saved my life, and things worked out for the better in the end. I'm confident that in time, you'll find yourself in a better place. Just hang in there.
It's a nice one.
Hell
I like
yeah.
that.
Yeah. So the reason I picked that one, I know I talk a lot of shit about men.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Derogatory.
it's not unwarranted.
No,
like,
but I do like creating space to talk about men's mental health,
which I appreciate. Yeah. Like I said, it's not unwarranted. There are a lot of guys. I don't know if it's a majority, but if it's a minority, I think I would like to think it's a minority, but a loud minority. However,
Hopefully,
that's just a meager
it's
hope.
not
on my
all
part.
men, but it's always
It's
a man.
always a man. Yes,
Yeah.
it's always a man. And as a man, I can admit that, and I think anyone who
as a man.
No, I think any guy who is like refuses to see that guys are the problem a lot of times is just kind of kidding themselves, and they take it too personally. Like, man, if you're a good person, then it's not you. Like, we have bigger fish to fry.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's always the ones that have a problem with it.
yeah,
That are
like
the problem.
I've never been a fan of somebody playing devil's advocate. We don't need a devil's advocate. We need good people to do good things.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I play devil's advocate a lot.
We don't need that. Like, we
quit.
actually don't need it. Like, no, and maybe because it's a lot of time people who are like, oh, just to play devil's advocate, they're discussing like groups of people being like one way or another. It's like, okay, you're not devil's advocate. You're an asshole.
Nah,
You're
not
racist.
in that sense.
You're sexist. You're homophobic.
Yeah. I don't advocate like that.
But there comes to a point where it's like, okay, then I just get, I hate the word the ick, but I get the ick if immediately like, just to play devil's advocate is like, no, I already don't trust you.
Yeah,
Depends
that's
on what the
different.
topic was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the topic before you say that?
I could see that.
No, because but yes, men's mental health it is like that, and it's a lot of times. I'm not saying it's like it is always this, but a lot of times it is other guys just being raised to feel weak for asking for help and stuff. And thing is, I wasn't raised like that. Like, there has never been a time where my mom or my dad or any of my parents ever were like, you can't cry or whatever. You're not allowed to feel this stuff. Like, especially growing up with my mom. She was very like, be open with your emotions and stuff like that.
You were basically raised by women.
I was basically raised by women. That's fair. And my dad was also very caring and stuff growing up. Thankfully, I was very lucky for that. Like, he was.
He's always been a softie.
Yeah,
he looks. Yeah, but he's a softie.
He's a softie. Like, not perfect by any means. I wouldn't say either of my parents are. None of us are. But
my dad always told me that if I was a boy, if I was born a boy, he would have beat my ass.
My dad beat my ass anyways.
And this is,
yeah, there we go. Well, he put his hands on me when I got older, so
this is why we don't talk to them. Like, this is why they're not in our lives. So there's that, I guess. But even with that, I still really struggle with asking for help. And like, you can ask Dalia, like, she has to constantly remind me, like, hey, you realize I'm here to help you, right? Like, you were able to ask me to take this off. But for some reason, for no reason really, I'm sure there is a reason, but I always feel like if I want to do something, I have to do it. I have to be the one to do this because nobody else is going to care about this situation like I am, and so I need to be the one to do this. And even if I'm the one that cares about it the most, if I need help, I need to ask for that because it can get really stressful and has if I put that all on myself.
Even if like me as your friend, for example, it's I know you have your wife and I expect you to go to your wife before you go to me.
Sure.
But as a friend, even if I don't understand the situation, can't grasp it, don't have advice for you.
Yeah.
Being an ear can still be really helpful. Sometimes you just need to verbalize what you're going through to what's the words I'm looking for?
I don't know.
To get through it.
But I understand what you're saying.
Like,
I get that.
I have to. My husband is a fixer. He likes to fix everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got him trained, so to speak.
Conditioned, yeah.
That he will now ask me, do you need a solution or do you just need to vent? And that has helped a lot. Because sometimes I just need to bitch. I understand.
I'm the same way. I get it.
Yeah.
But I also have been on the other side of that. It took me a long time to get to that point where it's like some people just want to talk about it and you don't have to fix everything.
I struggle with that a lot.
Yeah.
I am great.
You ain't gotta say that fast.
But it's
hey,
true.
There's a lot of fixers in my life. My husband, my mom, my mother-in-law, my best friend. They are all fixers.
But like even like before me and Dalia met, like when I was single, it took a lot. Like, I used to, you might remember this, but I used to, like, recede into myself a lot. And I had to work on it.
Yeah, you pulled a B.
Yeah. I had to work on it to be like, wait, no, I have this whole group chat full of people I can talk to them and stuff. And, like, even today, I'm still not great at it. I'm getting better, but I feel like we're always getting better.
That's I'm sorry, not to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
That's something that I struggle a lot with too, because even though I know this is not true, I worry that by reaching out for help, I'm either A, looking for attention, asking for attention, and feel like I'm a child. Look at me, look at me, look at me.
Right.
Or I feel like I'm putting a burden on my friends. And I know... Huh?
I feel the same exact way. Go ahead.
Like, I know for a fact that that's not true. And any one of my friends, any one of you guys would be more than willing to just sit and listen to me or would want me to reach, you know what I mean? I know that I have a good support system, but I really struggle with asking for help.
It's hard.
And I recede. I pull back away. You have to, like, be on me. If I pull away. I'm the vampire friend.
So you're moving next door so that you can't pull
I'm trying. I sent it to my husband. He said he looked at the price and went, damn.
Yeah, very much.
So...
But, you know, we're near everything. I'm just saying.
That's true. And, I mean, it's bigger than my house now. So maybe I can convince him to look at the bedrooms.
Nice big backyard. Take a few pictures before you head out.
Well, the problem is, so with 3 bedrooms, my girls are going to have to share a room. So I definitely need something that's big enough for them. And I'm happy to give them the primary room.
Sure.
But I need something that's big enough for them. Not...
Yeah.
the little square they're in right now.
Fair. Very
Yeah.
fair, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish houses had dimensions on it.
Mm-hmm.
The house
I
next
thought
door
you
to
said
us...
dementia. I was like, why?
No, the house is next door. The house next door to us just opened up. Like, the people just left it. And so it's back up on, like, the renting market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you trying to look?
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's
a good size.
It's a good size. It's a nice place. You know, but that's beside the point. But
Excuse me.
But yeah, mental health is like,
Talk to your friends, man. They care
Yeah.
about you. They love you.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think that's something we all need to work on.
Mhm.
Like, still,
Yeah,
I don't,
I know I do.
and I think it's not. I think a lot of people is like, well, a lot of people look at something, anything really, any activity, any kind of coping or healing, and it's like, well, I can't be perfect at that, so like that may not be the one for me. But the thing is, you need to realize is you don't have to be perfect at anything.
Right.
You're allowed to be mediocre at something
Mhm.
and still enjoy it. You are allowed to get better gradually. You are allowed to not be 100% with it. If you're reaching out looks like sending memes to your friend every day or sending TikToks or whatever,
Mhm.
that's fine, because you're doing something and you're having that back and forth, and you're opening that line to where you can be like, if I need something, I can do that. And you're, by sending other stuff, at least that's how I feel, because I send a lot of TikToks, I send a lot of memes, and that's mainly because I don't feel like I have a lot to say all the time.
Yeah.
But that open line of communication to where that doesn't get stale helps me feel like I can reach out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I tell my kids all the time that every day you have to give your best. That's the most that anyone could ever ask of you.
Mhm.
However, your best can look drastically different every day. One day your best might be getting up, cleaning the whole house, getting your chores done, killing it at work, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the next day your best might look like getting out of bed and brushing your teeth. And
learned
that's
that
all
from
that you can do.
Brandon, actually. I learned that from Brandon. He told me that, and so I preach it on stream a lot.
Yep. Yep. Give it your best.
I
That is
think
all
there's-
anyone can ever ask you.
Especially with that, I think there's a misconception between giving your best and being the best. You don't have to be the best.
Nope.
You just have to do your best.
Yep.
Brain won't be
That's-
best, though.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
You don't have to. Yeah, I like that. You don't have to be the best. You just have to be.
do your best.
Do
Yeah.
your best. Yeah, do your best. I like that. I like that a lot.
All right, who wants to? Oh,
I have
yeah.
a
Oh, you have
picture.
pictures. That's right. You have a picture.
I just have one picture. The commenter had mentioned that his mother-in-law had been diagnosed with ALS. So I've just got a little graphic here that gives early symptoms of ALS. Something
Oh, I
to
like
look
that.
for.
Okay.
Some examples being poor posture, trouble swallowing, clumsy hands and fingers, tripping, twitching, trouble breathing, slurred speech. You know, things that you should typically look out for anyways.
For sure. For sure.
But in a combination, you know,
You know what?
there's a little sprinkle.
You know what? Some people don't know what to look for until they're given like a list. Like I'm similar to that.
Dalia looks like they're questioning life right now.
What's up, hun?
Talk about it later.
Oh no. Oh no.
Does that look familiar to you at all?
I mean, it can. Yeah.
So I'll have to.
Those symptoms does not automatically mean you have ALS. But
It's just a. It's just
warning
something.
signs to
yeah.
look for. Yeah.
You go to the doctor pretty regularly. I feel like this would have come up if it was something you need to worry about. Like, you just got blood work done. You know what I mean? I don't think you.
I said I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay. Well,
I'm aware that I can be a worrywart, so I don't want to talk about it right now.
Okay. Well, who would like to lead us out today? Like, who wants to give our whole spiel? It has to be one of you. I did it last time.
Okay, guys.
There it is.
So, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, of course, Blue Sky, but not Twitter because...
Fuck Twitter.
Be sure to rate and review us wherever you can rate and review us, whether that be on Facebook or one of the platforms you are listening to us on. Wow, English is really hard for me today.
Yeah.
So, that being said, you already know you can listen to us on multiple platforms, or at the very least, the one you're listening to us on right now. And thank you, by the way, for sticking with us to the end of this episode. We love to hear from you guys. If you have any personal paranormal encounters or wholesome, wonderful, funny, what's the word? Palate cleanser stories. You can email us at TPIBOTE@outlook.com. That is TPIBOTE@outlook.com. If it is a paranormal encounter, please put my name in the subject line. That's Dalia, Dalia. No H, please. And then, of course, if it is a palate cleansing story, something happy or funny, put B's name in there. On that bitch, slap it right there. BEE, like the insect. Buzz.
I'm loving this.
I'm glad you are, because I'm just pulling out my ass.
Pull me out of your ass. Sorry.
Just a girl.
Call me Excalibur because you couldn't. Call me the sword and the stone because you couldn't.
Anyway, am I leading us out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. But yeah, again, thank you guys for being here. Loved having ya. All English. And as always, this podcast was based on true events.
Such a burpy
I love
person.
you so much.